back at the Gene Keys. Today I'm going to be, or I already read, and I'm going to be talking about the 63rd Siddhi, the Siddhi of Truth. But first, there's more. I wrote a poem about doubt a couple weeks ago that I never added to the video from the shadow, the 63rd shadow. So the first one I wrote, doubt, without it, the truth comes out. Now that I've read this part about truth, I would also add, and I think I will, what's today, the 26th? Doubt, within it, the truth comes out. No, so I might make that a double one. Doubt, without it, the truth comes out. Within it, the truth comes out. It's all truth. Okay. Doubt. The thoughts inside that sound like a shout. They twist you in knots from the inside out. The mountain you must climb to leave the doubt behind is a peak that's not surmounted from a logical frame of mind. Maybe I'll remember to go and type that into the doubt video description, comments or something. Okay, and yeah, I haven't written anything for this yet. The 63rd Siddhi, the Siddhi of Truth. The hexagram corresponding to the 63rd gene key is called after contemplation. I think in the I Ching, it's called after contemplation. And then the 64th is called before contemplation, even though they're in opposite orders. We are entering the territory of truth with a capital T. No matter how elevated a person's awareness becomes, or how advanced their yogic discipline is, until they reach this Siddhic realm, they will never realize the ultimate paradox that is truth. The only way to arrive at such, right there I wrote, doubt your own existence. The only way to arrive at such a state is to reach a position of inner surrender. After all your efforts and exertions to find truth, you must eventually become one with your own doubt. Doubt your own existence. This is the shock of the 63rd Siddhi, that doubt is truth. If logic is free to reign, it will always cancel out logic and conquer itself. I put in quotes, yeah, I doubt it. You know, that anything that anyone tells you, you can just say, yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, I doubt it. And that's true. Even if what they're saying is true, your doubt of it is true. Anyways. Okay. If logic is allowed free reign, it will always cancel out logic and conquer itself. All male paths must eventually lead to the ocean of the feminine. I liked that because the male path is like the action-oriented to do. That's the human doing. And through all of that doing in order to find truth, you come to the realization that the truth is in the being. And the being is also part of the doing. Logic and its human counterpart, doubt, are designed to self-destruct, taking you, the observer, with them. When doubt is trusted at such a profound level, the doubter disappears into the doubt, leaving truth. Truth is there all along within the doubt. It's simply waiting to be realized, simply waiting to be recognized. If you follow a sequential and linear path that ends in this recognition or enlightenment, the path itself has no bearing on the enlightenment, even though it appears so. Right? And that's where like the 64th Siddhi was getting into the fact that like that's when illumination is random. It can happen either way. So if you do the yogic path from beginning to enlightenment, once you're enlightened, it's no different than if it had happened standing in line waiting for coffee. But if you enjoy the logical path of progression, then that is your way, the 63rd. In many respects, it feels a safer route for human beings since it gives you the feeling that you can prepare for truth. And it usually makes it easier to hold on to that truth as truth when you've been prepared for it. It's really difficult to just wake up and realize the ultimate truth that everything is as it is, and that like God is basically just the understanding of the like all sensing, all understanding of all of existence, as if viewed from one moment outside of time. That like the existence of something is what makes it true. It's not the perception that makes it true. Just today I said your existence validates your existence, and I agree with that. The Siddhi of truth is everywhere. There is nothing that is not truth. Truth is all there is. This book of the 64 gene keys is an exploration driven by doubt, by the need to question every facet of existence. Fixed in every nook and cranny of our DNA is the very emblem of the human urge to understand our true nature. Yet, from the point of view of truth, this book is a failure. It cannot be anything else. All attempts to understand are doomed to fail. And that's because you can't find this truth from the logical frame of mind. Reading the book is not going to, you won't find the truth in the book. The book may help to, raise your frequency so that you are more susceptible to understanding that truth as truth, but the reading of the book itself can't deliver you truth. That's your own, how much you take in of it. That's your own contemplation of it. Oh, I feel like I just got bit by a mosquito. Every Siddhi encapsulates the same paradox, tilted at a slightly different linguistic angle. Every Siddhi encapsulates the same paradox, tilted at a slightly different linguistic angle. There are no answers to doubt. There are only patterns, and the illusion of the one looking at the patterns. At every stage and in every word, there is truth. Even lies are true. Even lies are truth. They might not be true, but they are truth, because they're still part of the story that makes up the whole. The realization of truth involves a complete relaxation of your entire being. The quest is at an end because the quest has deleted the questioner. All paths, that's big. The realization of truth involves a complete relaxation of your entire being. The quest is at an end because the quest has deleted the questioner. All paths to truth are therefore a complete fabrication. All techniques only distractions, and all systems and concepts are ultimately worthless. These are unhappy words for the seeker, who still remains identified with his or her search, but even that is truth. Truth is simply here now, in every moment, at every stage of your life. It is eternal, undying, pure, incorruptible, and so beautifully simple. It's like love. You know, the first time I was reading that, it was like, it's literally like love. I'm going to draw a little heart. It's like love. Truth really is the most precious and beautiful of the Siddhis in its human expression because of its vast, vast relaxedness. Whenever you give yourself rest from worrying, you are treading around the fringes of remembering truth. Because the truth is that everything is playing out exactly as it should. That everything is playing out exactly as it's supposed to, and we are here to bear witness to that. We are here to have the luxury of being in a position to experience the senses of this, to experience it from a sense perspective. Like, that's, yeah. Truth is your natural state, your simple state, without complexity or concern. It is a drifting space, a total sinking into your being. It has no need of meaning and no concern for or possibility of an answer. In a single sentence, truth is the eternal moment of the universe. It can't be conceptualized. It can't be found through seeking. It can only be found through surrender. Doubt your own existence. That's a quick path to truth, to finding truth. Inquire into your own doubt of self to find the truth within. And just inquire deeper and deeper and deeper into your own doubt of your own existence, and you will find the truth. You do exist, and you also are all of existence. Both are true. All is true. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm going to leave that there, because it can't really be talked about. I encourage you and me to surrender, even to surrender trying to surrender, to surrender to trying, and just fully relax. To let go of any seeking for truth, to let go of any expectations of an outcome, to just let go, to let go of all attachments to everything, to just let yourself drift through the unknown until you find out that the unknown isn't unknown, it is true, just like everything else, and you have access to all of that truth. We all have access to all of that truth. great day.